Friends, I am Professor Major Dr. Y. Professor and Head, Department of English, Tulja Bhavani Mahavidyalaya, Tuljapur. The college is associated with Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Maratha University, Aurangabad. Today we are talking on the topic entitled Ernest Hemingway, a man of many words. Ernest Hemingway is known today for his popular, prolific, and versatile American author. He has written the novels like The Sun Also Rises, A Farewell to Arms, The Old Man and the Sea, and many others. And only because of these novels, the author Ernest Hemingway is alive today on the scene of history of American literature. His life and stories actually make Ernest Hemingway a man of many words. He wrote these novels and some of the short stories. Particularly, Ernest Hemingway led a very hard life. He often incorporated his life into his stories. His life and work was a direct result of his life. Some of his stories show a direct relationship between his life and his work. So there are his three very much important short stories of Ernest Hemingway, and these are his three important short stories. First is Soldier's Home, A Cat in the Rain, and A Clean, Well-Lighted Place. Particularly, these three lines are highlight or focus on in terms of their relationship to events and experiences in Hemingway's own life. Hemingway's short stories are from World War I, reflect deeping despairs and a conviction that life ultimately was without meaning. Ernest Miller Hemingway was born on July 21, 1899 in Oak Park, Illinois. His father was owner of a prosperous real estate business. His father, Dr. Hemingway, imparted to Ernest the importance of appearances, especially in public. And his father also invented surgical forceps for which he did not accept money. He always believed that one should not profit from something important for the good of mankind. Ernest's father, a man of high ideals, was very strict and censored the books he allowed his children to read. But he forbade his Ernest's sister from studying ballet, for it was co-educational, and dancing together lead to hell and damnation. His mother, Grace Hall Hemingway, considered herself pure and proper. She was a dreamer by instinct, and she was upset at anything which disturbed her perception of the world as beautiful. She is a hater of dirty diapers, upset stomachs, and cleaning house. They were not fit for a lady. She taught her children to always act with decorum. She adored singing of the birds and the smell of flowers. Her children were expected to behave properly and to please her always. And Mrs. Hemingway treated Ernest when he was a small boy as he were a female baby doll, and she dressed him accordingly. This arrangement was all right until Ernest got to the age when he wanted to be a gun-toting Pawnee Bill. He began at the time to pull away from his mother and never forgave her for his humiliation. The town where he was born and brought up, it is Oak Park, where Ernest, you know that, behaved in a very old-fashioned, and he became quite religious. The townspeople forbade word virgin from appearing in school books, and the word breast was questioned, though it appeared in the Bible. Ernest loved to fish, canoe, and explore the woods. When he couldn't get outside, he escaped to his room and read books. He loved to tell stories to his classmates, often insisting that a friend listen to one of his stories. In spite of his mother's desire, he played on the football team at Oak Park Hill High School. As a student, Ernest was a perfectionist about his grammar and studied English with a fervor. He contributed articles to the weekly school newspaper, but it seems to that his principal did not approve of Ernest's writing, and he complained often about the content of Ernest's articles. Ernest was clear about his writing. He wanted people to see and feel, and he wanted to enjoy himself while writing. Ernest loved having fun. If nothing was happening mischievous, Ernest made something happen. He would sometimes use forbidden words just to create ruckus. Ernest, though wild and crazy, was a warm, caring individual. He loved the sea, mountains, and the stars and hated anyone who saw him a fawning. During the World War I, Ernest rejected from service because of a bad left eye. Was an ambulance driver in Italy for the Red Cross. Ernest was injured in his knee and recuperated in a hospital tended by a caring nurse named Agnes. He fell in love with this nurse. When he returned to the United States, he embellished his war stories. He won a medal for bravery. And there is the similar to the character Krebs in Hemingway's short story Soldier's Home. When Krebs returned to the United States, everyone had already told there were war stories, and his were not as exciting. So he felt the need to embellish his stories. Krebs found that to be listened to at all, he had to lie. And after he had done this twice, he too had a reaction against the war and against talking about it. Hemingway was against telling people about the war at first because it caused him such pain, but later he felt that he had to talk about it. Ernest Hemingway returned home after the war, rejected by the nurse whom he fell in love. He would party late into the night and invite to his house people his parents disapproved of. Even Ernest's mother rejected him, and he felt that he had to move from home. And so he moved away from the home and living in Chicago, where he wrote articles for the Toronto Star. There in Toronto, he met, then married Hadley Richardson. She believed that he should spend all his time in writing and bought him a typewriter for his birthday. They decided that the best place for a writer to live in Paris, where he could devote himself to his writing. He said at the time that the most difficult thing to write about was being a man. They would not live on the income from his stories, and so Ernest again wrote for the Toronto Star. Ernest took Hadley to Italy to show her where he had been during the war. He was devastated. Everything had changed and everything was destroyed. Hadley became pregnant and was sick all the time. She and Ernest decided to move to Canada. Hadley gave birth to a boy who they named John Hadley Nicago Hemingway. Even though he had his family, Ernest was unhappy and decided to return to Paris. Finally, Ernest was unhappy still, and so he was unhappy with his wife and son, and they decided to divorce. After divorce, he divorced Hadley. He married 4 other times. To fall in prefer Martha Gilliam and Mary Wells. In 1953, he went to a safari with Mary, and he was in heaven hunting big game. Though Ernest had a serious accident and later became ill, he could never admit that he had any weaknesses. Nothing would stop him, certainly not pain. In 1954, he won the Nobel Prize for Literature. Towards the end, Ernest started to travel again, but almost the way that someone does whom knows that he will soon die. He suddenly started becoming paranoid and too forgets things. He became obsessed with sin. His upbringing was over feeling like a bad person, as his father, mother, and grandfather had taught him. In the last years of his life, he lived inside of his dreams, similar to his mother, who he hated with all his heart. He was suicidal and had electrical shock treatments for his depression and strange behavior. On a Sunday morning, July 2, 1961, Ernest Miller Hemingway killed himself with a shotgun. Ernest Hemingway takes much of his storylines of his short stories from his personal experiences. So in this way, Ernest Hemingway expresses his alienation from bourgeois American culture in the short story In the Soldier's Home, and as well as in further his other short stories, and the characters which are that similar, comparatively similar to Hemingway himself, and in such a way Hemingway, in his third novel, third short story, Clean, Well Lighted Place, there is also, that good description of uh, the world that underlines Hemingway's world of violent action. In such a way, Ernest Hemingway lived actually a very clean life, no doubt. But situation, that always forbade him to live in his live with his dreams, and in such a way he portrays himself in all of these stories, whether it's creates the alienation soldier or the American husband in an Italian hotel whose marriage is disintegrating, or the sleepless man in the Spanish cave obsessed with death. After Hemingway comes home from World War I, he loses the nurse that he falls in love with and becomes alienated from his parents. Soon after, he marries a woman, but that falls apart, and then he finally becomes obsessed with nothing. He becomes suicidal and obsessed with death. It is the end of his life. And the story, a clean, well lighted place, was the best description for Hemingway's suicidal tendencies. Once he became suicidal and depressed, his stories reflected deeping despairs and were seen even clearer as a conviction that life was ultimately without meaning. In this way, the information about Hemingway, a man of many words, comes to an end. Thank you.